What's going on, everybody? Robbie here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Robots in Disguise, Combiner Force, Warrior Class, Soundwave. That is a lot of words, but looks like a really neat looking figure here. So we've got Soundwave, of course. Up here you can see a cartoony version of him from presumably the show. I haven't gotten to the point of the show where Soundwave may or may not be in it. I'm still a bit behind. Anyway, but this looks like a really cool figure. It looks like his design is based somewhat off of his, War 4 Fall of Cybertron incarnation. So that's pretty neat, actually, that they kind of carried that over. And his face actually looks very reminiscent of Transformers Prime. So very cool, as Robots in Disguise is, I believe, a continuation of Transformers Prime in some form or another. It's kind of cool to see Soundwave sort of carrying on through that. On the back here, we can see that he does transform in 14 steps, so that's cool, and turns into his little car thing. He's got a little gun. There's a blurb for the app. There's no kind of talking tale about Soundwave himself. I picked this up at my local Walmart today. They did have Skywarp, but to be honest with you, I totally forgot. It didn't even occur to me. I've seen so many different Seeker molds and stuff out there that it didn't even occur to me that that was a new figure, so I just kind of passed it over. But I do have Soundwave, so I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out of the package, stop rambling, and then start rambling again with the figure in hand. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, here we have Robots in Disguise Soundwave, and I really like this figure. Just full stop. I really do. So he's got a very basic vehicle mode here. You can actually see the robot arms just kind of open on the sides here, and you can take this guy's weapon. It's got a little very G1-esque kind of missile pod. It's got a little paint smush in there, but it does have paint. It's fully painted. It's got the front has some black or very dark gray paint in it, and then this piece has some dark gray paint, and it's got a lot of very nice metallic flake blue all over, and the post actually can rotate around and kind of go in various different positions, which is actually really neat. So you can plug it in, I think, on the back of his arms here. Yeah, so you can plug it in there, you can plug it in on the top here. So you've got a bunch of options, which is very nice, of course. Maybe even on the back of his hand? No, not quite. Not quite. But that is alright. I'm not sure if there is a spot to actually plug this in underneath here, because there are a lot of just empty spaces underneath, but yeah, that's fine. So we'll put this off to the side, and here is the vehicle mode itself. Nice deep red windows in here. Nice clear red wheels. And it does roll quite nicely here. You can see the robot feet on the back, kind of filling in the back of the vehicle mode here. Little headlights, and then, of course, the very iconic Soundwave sort of window at the front, representing his chest. So yeah, very cool figure, very cool transformation. I have to say, I was kind of taken aback overall by the transformation of this guy. I wasn't expecting it to be as involved as it is, and as kind of intricate and different as it is. And I'm very kind of happy to report that. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and grab the robot mode forearms here. We're just going to unplug those from the side. And now we can go ahead and pull the entire arm assembly out to the side here and kind of raise it up like that. And now the robot mode forearms are going to swing around on this peg here, and then come around to the front, we're going to swing this piece around, and it's actually going to, it's a little hard to make out. It does have a little peg there, a little tab that does tab in. Oh, well, actually, no, that doesn't tab in anywhere on robot mode. It's just for this mode. It's kind of like a soft stop. So what we're actually going to do is go ahead and take this piece and bring it out to the side like that, and that should allow us to bring this up forward. Or maybe that's just a stopping point. Yeah, it's got kind of a soft stop. I was thinking it was supposed to plug in, but it doesn't really have any spot to kind of plug in to, so this is kind of a soft stopping point. But anyway, that becomes one of his robot mode arms. And we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to bring this around here, swing this out to the side, swing this piece down. And now, yeah, this one definitely is a lot more solid. So I think that it is supposed to have a point here that just doesn't quite hook in as well on this side on mine. So I think that was the problem there. All right, now that I've over-explained it, we're going to go ahead and bring the legs out like this, and they're actually going to swing in and peg in just like that, like so. We're going to separate the legs and then swivel them around at the thighs, just like that. Now we're going to bring the robot mode feet down and out, and then we're going to take the vehicle mode wheels and actually swing them around and over to fill in the back of the leg. And I think that looks really good. It's a really nice, elegant way to transform the legs, I think. Alright, so now we're up at the top of the body here. We're going to go ahead and bring this piece, oh, sorry, it's hard to see. Bring the front end of the car forward like this. We're going to swivel Soundwave's head up and around. We're going to bring the whole thing up and over, and it's going to just peg into place there. Make sure these are up. There we go, and it's all in place. It's just a matter of kind of getting it to sit where it wants to go, basically. And there we go. There's Soundwave in robot mode. So, as you can see, Soundwave looks really, really nice in robot mode. At least that's my opinion. I think so. He's got these nice kind of winglet covers over his wheels that just kind of bulk him up and make him look, you know, a lot bigger than he normally would, and I think that's a really nice touch. You can still attach his gun. You could stick it either in his hand here, like so, just like that. Or you also have the option. The posts or the peg holes on the top of his vehicle mode actually stay visible in robot mode, so you can plug the gun into his shoulder just for that kind of G1 look, which I think is really, really cool. So just let's do a quick close-up on his face here. He has no face at all. It's just light piping all the way through. Really nice red light piping. It looks almost as though he's meant to have a face kind of sculpted in, but I think that's just the way that the light piping on the back of the head is formed. That's letting the light through kind of in that pattern. So you can kind of see what's going on there. There's a little piece jutting out. But the head is on a ball joint. It's a little bit weird to deal with because the actual platform his head sits on isn't like locked down completely, so it does have a little bit of wiggle to it. But it allows you to get some really nice range from his head. You can move it down pretty far and up a decent amount, so you do get a nice bit of range from that. He's got really nice range in his shoulders. They can go all the way up, go down. He's got ball joints there. He does have a ball jointed elbow, so you can swivel that around and down, and you can of course swing this back on that transformation post as well. So you got that going on. I love the way they actually painted his whole forearm. The forearm is just blue plastic. You can see inside the peg there. So his hands are blue plastic, and they actually painted gray all around here. They left this piece blue here. Actually, no, they didn't just leave it blue. They actually painted this blue. This is metallic blue. And then they painted red around his wrist, and then some more gray on the hand. And I think that's really, really nice. You don't ever see this much paint on a warrior class Robots in Disguise figure. And it continues down to his waist. You got more metallic blue, and he does have a waist swivel here. Well, it's like an upper torso swivel, but you get the idea. He does have hip ball joints. He does have a swivel at the thigh. He's got a decent knee bend, and he does have a little wiggle in his foot, but it's pretty well stuck in place just to do the way that his leg transforms there. But you still get a lot of nice motion, movement from that, from all of those parts moving independently, so you can get some really nice kind of wide poses from this guy, which I think is really, really cool. And again, you can kind of move that blaster so you can get all sorts of different ways out of them. So this is definitely one of my favorite Robots in Disguise figures. I am really, really, really pleased with this guy. For a deluxe, he's got a lot of nice transformation gimmicks. He's got really nice paint apps for a figure of this size and this price point. And again, you can see on the legs, he does have more of that metallic paint and that gray paint in there, and I think it just looks absolutely fantastic. So really, really pleased with this figure. So that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really, really does help support and spread the word about my channel and make me easier to find on YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have more Transformers coming real soon, so stick around for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.